History holds the answers, or does it? From forgotten maps to ancient secrets buried in plain sight, the world's greatest mysteries remain unsolved, and the truth lies hidden, waiting for you to uncover it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Histories, Mysteries, and Conspiracies. Season 2, Unraveling the Unknown. Where the past isn't just a story, it's a puzzle. Are you ready to piece it together? The universe is transformation. Life is opinion. Marcus Aurelius. The Knights Templar arrived in the Holy Land not just to fight, but to reclaim a treasure they believed was rightfully theirs. According to modern Templar historians Tim Wallace Murphy and Christopher Knight, the original Knights were part of a wave of European nobility descended from Jewish elders who had fled Jerusalem around 70 A.D. during the Roman invasion. Before their flight, these elders hid temple treasures, priceless artifacts, Essene writings, and Kabbalistic scrolls in secret locations to keep them from the Roman general Titus and his looting armies. Those same elders eventually resettled in Europe. Over time, many intermarried with noble families, forming a bloodline known as the Rex Deus, Latin for King God, or the Star families. For centuries, the knowledge of those hidden treasures was passed down quietly through the Rex Deus line, until the First Crusade. Knighted descendants of these families joined the Holy March east, not just to fight Muslims but to recover their ancestral legacy. Then came the fall. Friday the 13th, 1307, a day that echoes with infamy. King Philip IV of France unleashed a coordinated assault against the Templars. Across France, knights were seized in a dawn raid. Grand Master Jacques de Molay was among them. The charges? Heresy, blasphemy, idolatry, sodomy, fraud. Most historians agree. The accusations were fabricated, a cover to dismantle the order and seize its immense wealth. In 1312, Pope Clement V officially dissolved the Knights Templar through the papal bull Vox in Excelso. By 1314, Jacques de Molay was burned alive, refusing to recant, declaring the order innocent with his final breath. But before the hammer fell, there were whispers. The Templars had a fleet. Ships used to transport pilgrims and supplies, and possibly more. Some say, just before the arrests, several vessels vanished from the port of La Rochelle. If they escaped, they may not have sailed away empty. No hard proof survives, but absence of evidence has never stopped a legend. Some Templars faded into other orders, like the Order of Christ in Portugal. Others became monks, or ghosts, but were they truly destroyed? Or did they simply change form? Enter Roger de Flor, not a knight, but a sergeant. Born Rutger von Bloom, he commanded Templar ships during the Siege of Acre. Accused of exploiting refugees, he was expelled. He fled to Genoa, borrowed money from the Doria banking family, bought a ship, and became a pirate. A Templar turned pirate. Author Bill Cooper believed the Templars survived, not as monks, but as maritime outlaws. He pointed to gravestones, symbols, and secret pacts. He claimed the skull and bones wasn't just a pirate flag. It was the mark of the Brotherhood. A secret navy, a shadow fleet, bound not by flags but ancient oaths. Ernesto Frears in The Templar Pirates agrees, suggesting that piracy as we know it began with the Order's vanished navy. So we ask, were pirates criminals, or keepers of an ancient code, armed with secrets, vengeance, and gold? And just as the Templars were scattered to the winds, so too were the Jews of Spain, 2 centuries later. In 1492, as the Spanish crown retook the Iberian Peninsula from the Moors, a new purge began. Usury was banned in Christian kingdoms, and Jews were often accused of charging interest, a convenient scapegoat. With the Alhambra decree, Jews were expelled, forced to convert or flee. A Sephardic diaspora scattered across the Ottoman Empire, North Africa, and beyond. But some didn't just flee, they fought back. A new wave of Jewish pirates emerged, haunting the same seas the Templars once sailed. Seen in race, known as the Great Jew, served under Redbeard and attacked Spanish ships for the Ottoman Empire. Moses Cohen Henriquez raided in the Caribbean and worked alongside Henry Morgan. Yaakov Curiel and Rabbi Shmuel Palish, the rabbi pirate who helped found Jewish communities in Holland. Abraham Cohen Henriquez, arms dealer and protector, found safe harbors for his people through trade and cunning. These men weren't just pirates, they were warriors of exile, merchants with cutlasses, traders with vengeance, navigating not only seas but history itself. And during this golden age of piracy, banking in Europe began to evolve. In 1545, Henry III legalized interest-based lending with the Act Against Usury, allowing rates up to 10%. Slowly, Christian kingdoms walked back their bans on usury, opening the door for Jewish bankers to return to the economic scene. Families like the Medici dominated finance, straddling the line between commerce and statecraft. By the 17th century, Jews who had once turned to piracy were now turning to banking. From the high seas to high finance, the same line of blood and code was at work. And in the shadows, something else was forming. The Freemasons, Skull and Bones, Longfellows. Secret societies emerged, bearing rituals, symbols, and hierarchies that mirrored the Templars, the pirates, and the early bankers. According to Bill Cooper in Behold a Pale Horse, the Knights Templar survive today as a branch of the Illuminati, absorbed and protected by the Freemasons, just as the Freemasons would later protect Weishaupt's Illuminati. He continues, the Knights Templar exist today as a higher degree of Freemasonry, part of the Order of the Quest. And he concludes, you may call them whatever you wish, the Order of the Quest, the Jason Society, the Roshaniya, the Kabbalah, the Jesuits, the Masons, the Illuminati, the Skull and Bones, the Vatican, the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations. They are all the same, and they all work toward the same goal, a new world order. They say history is written by the victors. But the shadows? The shadows tell a different tale. A tale of fleets that never sank, orders that never disbanded, and gold that never stopped flowing. From temple vaults, to pirate holds, to modern banking halls, the Brotherhood never died. It just changed flags. Bravo. Select an option for more.